Good morning, everyone. This is Darlene coming to you with a little update. First and foremost, you're going to be receiving some emails or a letter that's going to be coming out today describing exactly what I'm talking about right now. First, let me tell you, don't be alarmed. There will be no disruption for you with regard to how we pay you, your pay periods, or anything like that. There should be no disruption for the people that we support. But we must be real intentional about when we spend money and what we spend money on. And here's why. And I'm going to explain this. Nicole and I talked yesterday. And so she had some questions about, Darlene, you mentioned some things in the leadership meeting, and I just want you to explain it a little more to me. So this is the way I explained it to Nicole. This is what happened to all intermediate care facility providers and some other providers as well that rely on billing the state of Minnesota. We bill every 2 weeks, just like we get paid at work every 2 weeks. We submit our remittance, and then they automatically put the remittance, whatever the amounts, if they're correct, into our bank account. So imagine this. You worked 80 hours and you get your check on Friday and you have been only paid for 2 hours. That's what the equivalent is for what's happening because of an error that DHS has made, and they have acknowledged it is their error. It resulted in payment takebacks close to $800,000 for the Phoenix residents. And in talking to all the other providers that provide our service, they had similar amounts or more taken back from them as well. So by no means is this a Phoenix issue, but it does pose a cash flow issue for everyone. And so that's why we are sending out the notices saying, hey, we have to be very intentional, because if cash flow is slow coming in, we have to be real intentional about what we spend, okay? And to be sure, we do have some rainy day, levers we can pull. We have, for example, credit line with our bank and things like that, that we have resources that we can use that we never really want to use unless it's an absolute emergency. We're not there yet, but if we get to that point, we do have other things that we will rely on. But at the same time, we need to be very intentional about how we spend money. Now, please, this does not mean residents do not get the food, the things that they need, or safety equipment, or anything related to their care. This does not affect their care at all, and it will not impact your pay at all. However, like I said, we have to be very intentional about our use of overtime, intentional about our use of bonuses, intentional about bridge loan things. Maybe we won't be able to do some of those right now as we are in this process. DHS has assured us that they are going to be working on this as quickly as possible. But it's our understanding that they won't do anything outside of their 14-day billing cycle. So we have to wait until we bill again to see what happens and if they start remedying the situation from the last billing cycle. So watch for a letter, but also look at this video just to explain it in a little bit more detail. And as always, you can call me. You can text me at 651-492-0237 if you have a question, or you can email me at dscott@phoenixresidence.org, or you can send me an SCOM. whatever works best for you. But to be quite honest, the most effective way is probably to send me a text. And I see those and I look for those every day. We're going to be okay. DHS will resolve the problem, but we're in their hands for how soon they resolve it. Thank you very much. And as always, I just like to be transparent and honest about what we're doing and what's going on. So that's why we're making sure you're aware of it. Take care now.